So, for the first time ever, let's start from ending to beginning.
Okay.
Let's talk about the debut of the Fiend versus Finn Balor and her first time reaction. Now, I'm going to be quiet and she's going to describe what she saw because she saw the entrance without me saying anything. Go, princess.
Okay, so for context, Alex gets up, moves to a different seat entirely so that I can't see his reaction, and then lets me watch his introduction. So I see the Fiend's introduction for the first time, and it did send chills down my spine. Like, we both kind of said it at the same time. Like, it still gives him chills. It gave me chills. And we initially had a different match planned to watch that was longer, and we kind of compromised on a different one. But I wanted to see the Fiend. I wanted to see like Bray Wyatt because, you know, I just wanted to honor him and see his wrestling. I didn't get to, be a fan of his while he was here, so I like to honor him in some way and appreciate his wrestling. And damn, did he show up for his debut. I mean, like, that was over way quicker than I anticipated. But it was a good one. And my boyfriend and I had a nice conversation about, the different nerve points and learning those and such, because obviously that was his finishing move, was sticking his hands in Finn Balor's mouth and knocking him out, like barely 5 minutes into the match. But yeah, it was an amazing debut. It sent chills down my spine. And he has his, Firefly Funhouse, the show. And I mean, yeah, you can see it in his eyes. He has such a colorful inner world, and like, I really appreciate that. So yes, all of the admiration in the world and love for Bray Wyatt. May he rest in peace.
Thank you. Now, Mr. D-Walk, if you remember the match between the Fiend and Finn Balor, what were your thoughts on the match and the Firefly Funhouse?
Okay, first, this is all I'm about to say. These 5 matches we doing tonight was way better than Saturday Night Main Event tonight. Woo. Second of all, like, it was a waste of time. But Finn Balor and the Fiend, it just gave you an idea how perfect Bray Wyatt was. Like, the man had imagination out this world. He had an imagination like we was kids and brought it to life. Bray Wyatt was underrated to me. The Fiend was underrated to me. This match was probably one of the best.
Yes. I get that. Now, I watched this live, what they used to call this pay-per-views. This match, and I watched it again, and to give it a perspective of not telling my girlfriend what the reaction was. And again, she said it perfectly. I went to another side of the room, and I didn't say anything, not one word. Why? Because I wanted her to see everything. Again, this was his direction. The camera angles, how it was made,
the mask, like the details, the special effects, like, It was all really cool and really well thought out.
The fun part about that
before, but it was nice to get a refresh and learn more about it. But
what were your thoughts on the lantern?
I loved it. I mean, obviously they gave it a lot of showtime, and we talked about, it was created by the same guy who made the Jason masks, right? I thought it was cool. It's like amazing. I love it.
Now, highlights of the match: Finn Balor just came back from if you remember D-Walk from that shoulder injury he had with Collins.
Yeah, we had to really kiss the world heavyweight belt.
Yeah. So he was just, and again, the cinematography of this match: Finn Balor wearing white, the Fiend wearing black, doing his special moves. No matter what Finn Balor did, the guy got up. The guy got up every single freaking time. He did a shotgun drop kick to the Fiend in the corner. He got up. He tried to do a double stomp. He got up. And I had to explain when we get to another match. I had to explain what the mandible claw was to Cardala because she's never seen it before. And I try to tell people, like, the mandible claw is a real nerve pinching move, but the way that the Fiend did it, it's a pop up move.
Yeah.
Like out of nowhere, he just has to put your hands in your mouth. Boom, you're done. And I have to give credit to the ref because the ref was doing perfect jobs. At the same time, while Finn Balor was getting choked by the mandible claw, the ref was putting his hand under Finn Balor's shoulders to be like, if you stop moving your shoulders, I'm going to count. You're moving your left one, you're moving your right one. You're not moving your right one anymore. You're moving your left one, you're moving your left one. You're not moving your left one anymore. 1, 2, 3. And the Fiend putting it in his mouth 10 seconds, like about 15 seconds after, like just still like digging his fingers into his mouth.
And you can see Finn Balor, like once he woke up, was like fucked up.
Yeah, he was fucked up,
fixing himself and shit.
Yeah. And then this was awesome, chat. This was awesome, chance. After the fact you got buried, bro. So, thank you.
Hey.
Go on, Dennis.
Thank Goldberg for fucking the Fiend runs up.
That shit.
That was man. Oh man, he should have stayed retired.
Well, I told Cardala.
Yeah, I was so pissed. I'm like, that's some shit.
I told Cardala that we're gonna go down the journey through the Fiend. I'm not gonna show.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You told me about Finn Balor's story about how he won the belt and then like with a dislocated shoulder and then immediately had to like come back the next week and forfeit it and be like, I can't defend this belt.
And ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna show her that match because it was a great match.
You didn't show her Bray Wyatt, the original Wyatt.
Not yet.
Oh
That's
man,
NXT, right? Not yet. I wanted to show her the Fiend before I show her the genesis of Bray Wyatt because Bray Wyatt in the genesis of NXT was glorious.
And then when he came to WWE, he gave Kane and Undertaker a run for their money.
Yes, but I showed her a little bit of Firefly Funhouse where he chainsawed the picture of it when he was the Butcher, and I hated when he was the Butcher. But we'll get to that later. Rating of this match, Mrs. Cardella.
10 out of 10.
Okay.
A+.
All right. D-Walk.
Nah, that's classic. That's in the vault. That's history. You gotta get that shit 100%, 100%, A++++.
I get that. I give it actually an A because again, it was short, it was sweet, it was a debut. It showed that he was a monster. He came in, he dominated, he left, bye.
So it should have been A+ for you then.
No, it was an A. It was because again, the Fiends.
An A is an A+ for me.
Yeah, for
10,
her.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
A top, 5 out of 5, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I'm from Michigan. A+ and A is ain't no A+. You get an A+, you the shit.
A+ 1,000.
Yeah.
A+ 1,000.
Yeah.
You get that A+ on your card and everything, you the shit. Like, man, y'all can't tell me nothing.
A+ squared.
Okay.
A+ squared for Bray Wyatt, always.
Okay. And again, I give it an A because of the fact that again, it was a great match. I think it should have been a little bit shorter. Just a little bit shorter.
It didn't have to be.
No,
I
just
didn't even keep track of how
again,
short it was.
the Fiend was theoretically a monster.
Yeah.
Like he was Jason Voorhees.
Well, half the time was just him like entering the ring. He
That's
wasn't
the
in
point.
the ring that long.
That's
it was
the
like
point.
a 2-minute match.
That's
how
no,
short
that,
does
that
it
was a
have
five.
to be?
That was a 5-minute match. It was a
It
5-minute
felt
match.
like a 2-minute match.
It was a minute and a half.
But-
It was 90 seconds
but
for the entrance.
But his entrance wasn't boring.
No, of course
it
not.
wasn't.
But like I said,
And
it
that shit gave you goosebumps.
yeah,
Mhm.
even for me and her. But like I said, it should have been like, and he should have came in, like dominated. Finn Balor tried something, it didn't work. He did, but again,
I mean, listen, some of the other matches, the longest one is 27 minutes.
Yeah.
This one was like what, 5 minutes?
Yeah. 5 minutes.
Including entrance time and everything?
It was 7 actually. 7 minutes, 54 seconds.
8 minutes. Okay.
Yeah. Again, at the end he finished.
The entrances probably took up like a good third of the time.
Yeah.
So that compared to 27 minutes?
Okay. Speaking of that, from one end to the spectrum to the next, let's talk about. I love saying it like this. Juice and Thunder Liger.